So guys, I have another video for you, and of course, as you can see, it is about lighters. Now this one's also, I always say this in my videos, it's going to be a little bit different, but this one will be, because we won't only be talking about Zippo stuff, we'll also be talking about Ronson stuff, and which is better, Ronson fuel versus Zippo fuel. Anyway, so first thing I want to talk about is the Ronson flints. Now, I will demonstrate. I keep 2 Ronson flints, well, 1 in this case because I had to use one in my Zippo, not underneath the felt pad, but this will focus. As you can see, it is not red. It is gray. Cat, get out of here. No. Hold on a second, guys. Get out of here. My lovely cat just had to get in the way. Anyway, the paint falls off. And you probably won't be able to see it on here because this is red, the lift to fill. But there's little traces of this paint that they put on here. So, once again, I'm going to say this. Get your Zippo flints. They're better. And as you can see, this one's red. This one has not been put in a lighter, and this one is, well, since it's all blurry, probably blackish colored. There we go. That's good. Finally, it decides to load. Anyway, now the second thing I've realized is please don't overfill your lighters. When you overfill your lighters, when you close them right here, it'll leak. One time I had this happen with me when I was in a rush, and my friends were rushing me to get ready, and I was saying, oh, hold on, I'm filling my lighter. So I ended up overfilling it, and then it leaked, and I got a chemical burn, and it looks like a rash. But as you can see, I haven't filled this up for a few days, and it's still working perfectly. What really I think is cool is with the old one, I haven't filled this up for over 2 weeks, and it's still working. So I don't know what the deal with is that. Maybe it has something to do with the way they used to make Zippos, but I don't know. Now we're going, now we're going to talk about what I didn't show you when I showed you my great-grandfather's, this is my great-grandfather's Zippo lighter, is that you can get all sorts of engravings, and what I think is the coolest is military insignias. There's E20, E19, E22, E23, E24, E26, E27, and it says on here, let me fold this, it says on here, the designs include important military emblems, Singer Zippo and 125, and which probably nowadays, if they even do this anymore, for the military people or anyone, it'll probably be more like $5. That's my guess, because this lighter was made in 1967. But I just thought that was cool. Anyway, moving on. What kind of fuel I use for now, is Ronson. Now, the cool thing about this is, if you look at my other videos, is different from my other videos. And this is because this is my father's can, and it says made by Ronson. Now, the new cans say made by Zippo, because Zippo bought Ronson I can't remember the date, but anyway, because my dad, this is from the 90s, my dad used to smoke a pipe, I think it was in the 90s, and which is before I was born, till I think 2003, 2004 maybe, something like that. And he would use, they make Zippo pipe lighters, but he would, I don't know how, he'd use this Zippo, my great-grandfather's Zippo when he smoked. But, anyway, so on the back, it still has the warnings, but as you can see, if you pay close attention to my first Zippo video, which I did at my grandma and grandpa's house, that the top is now red on the new Zippo cans. I mean the jeez. I always get those names mixed up on the Roncinol lighter fluid cans. I don't know why. Just something I've noticed. Now, obviously, like I said before, which flints are better, Zippo or Roncinol? For Roncinol lighters, probably Roncinol flints. For Zippo lighters, they're not lying when it says on here. Oh, my flint fell out. Oh well. It says, for best results, use Zippo flints and fluid. Don't know if you can read that. I can. They're not lying, because these Roncinol flints will eventually wear out your flint wheel. And we'll talk about this lighter. This is an old Presto lighter, but as you can see, it won't light every time. It throws a good spark, but it's not enough to really get it going, and that's because the flint wheel has been worn down because of Roncinol flints over time. And come on, light. I had it lighting. I got it to light like a minute ago. There we go. Just don't let it go out. That's what it looks like. And I think this is a really cool lighter too, if it just wouldn't, you know, oh, it lit, you know, be so difficult to light. So you really got to push down hard. But I just thought this was a really cool lighter. It's old, it's different. I've never really seen one of these before, and I did some research, and they're actually pretty cool lighters, I must say. Now, moving on, what kind of Zippos might I get in the future? I've been thinking about getting another one of these, so then maybe at some point I can do a comparison to an old brush finish Zippo to a new brush finish Zippo. It says on here, it says number 200 brush finish, if it'll load. I mean focus. There we go. I think you can read that. But one thing I've noticed about, I'm using an iPhone camera, and right now it's completely in focus, and it's really crystal clear looking through it while you're recording. But when I post them on YouTube, they look like crap. But anyway, I already discussed fuel. Oh yeah, the other lighters. Now, like I said, this is a Presto. And on the bottom, I don't know if you'll be able to read this, but it says, you probably won't be able to read that. You probably won't be able to read this, but it says, what does it say? It says, Canada and U.S. patent pending. Somewhere in Canada. I can't even read that because it's half worn off. Now, this says, it says fuel here. Now, you need a screwdriver to get this off. Now, I know what some people are thinking. Oh, just take the cap of your Zippo, like you do on your Zippo flints. You just open it. No. It's not that easy on this lighter. The O-ring seal, which makes the lighter fluid last a lot longer on this lighter, the O-ring, if you can see it down in there, that little black down in there, it looks like the shadow of the cap, but it's not. There's an O-ring. You can still see it. It is very, very fat. And if you're trying to use your Zippo lid, trying to screw it on, it's not going to work. You're going to spill lighter fluid, and it's just going to be a mess. And last but not least, I'm going to show you how to fill your Zippo. Take your Zippo out of its case. There goes my flint. Stupid me. Okay, so you all know is the rayon balls. There, just leave it like that. Take your Zippo lighter. Get it in there. There we go. And now, the reason why I'm doing this over a plate is if this Zippo was completely dry, I wouldn't really worry about it, but this is an old wooden desk that I have in my office. I like old wooden desks, and so I really don't want to ruin this. This is a very nice desk. Just fuel it up until you barely start to see it pooling in there. Once you start to see a little bit of pooling, that's when you stop. Now, there we go. As you can see, it's dripping. I don't know if you can see that. I can see it. We can't. And now, this is completely saturated. Now, take... Oh, geez, that was a lot of fluid. Get off the desk. Okay, so, take your flint, put it right there, and then get your case. Jeez. I'm completely unorganized. And boom. Da 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 da. As you can see, I cut this wick down quite a lot, but still, geez, when it's just full, it really produces a big flame. Now, I actually wanted to talk to you guys. I would suggest you, if you're gonna get an alternative that's cheaper, just naphtha. Gasoline, maybe, but I tried. The first thing I got, actually for this, I wanted to experiment, was grill lighter fluid. Don't get that stuff. It will not work. It did not work in this lighter. When I first got it, it would not light, and it smells a lot worse. Watch this video of how this guy said, oh, well, they're just trying to rip you off and stuff. Well, my personal experience is that it does not work in here. And naphtha is probably the best solution that you're going to have, because like I said, other stuff is more volatile. And also, I just wanted to do a comparison. Bic lighter. Jeez. And plus, what I don't like is that safety thing. And these zippos have spoiled me, because I've been using the Zippo for about a month now. And it's very easy to light. And then when at first, earlier today, when I got this Bic, I was like, oh man, I can't light that. But that's just because the Zippos have been spoiling me. I mean, compare the flame here. Yeah. Stick with Zippos, guys. But, anyway, that's really all I have to say, and I might come out with a, part 2 to this. But, till later, guys. Leave me in comments. Tell me what you think. Thanks, and see you later.